Hello and welcome to this program titled Credit Department Automation. This program is another in the 10-minute tips series of programs for credit and collection professionals. My name is Michael Dennis. I will be the presenter today. Let's begin with an introduction. The most common types of credit department software used for automation include collection management software, deduction management software, decision support software, and software that combines two or more of the applications described above. When it comes to credit department automation and the software we use to automate these processes, it's important to recognize that software tends to make our jobs easier, meaning that we can do more with less people in less time. In addition, software makes it possible for all of us to do our work more effectively and more efficiently. In other words, more quickly. In addition, the use of each type of software described above makes it less likely that your company, the creditor company, will experience serious payment delinquencies and/or bad debt losses. Overview. I want to emphasize that automation of some or all of the functions performed by the credit department is not a panacea. Software is not going to solve all of the problems that you have today. However, automation and software can have a very positive impact on the effectiveness, on the performance, on the collection performance of the credit department, assuming a couple of things. Assuming that you select the right software, and assuming that you appropriately manage expectations, and assuming that you control the software implementation process effectively. I want to take a moment and discuss this concept of managing expectations. Unfortunately, as a consultant, what I see from time to time is people have oversold the benefits of purchasing a specific type of software. And sometimes I'm called in to figure out why this software is not performing as it was advertised as being capable of performing. The problem is that whoever made the decision accepted, bought into the representations made by the software developer, made by the company that sells the software, about how quickly and how effectively and how inexpensively the software can be implemented and what effect it will have on things like the speed of decisions or the accuracy of decisions or the creditor company's ability to reduce DSO or control delinquencies or reduce bad debts. So when I talk about managing expectations, what I'm really talking about is making sure that there's a reasonable and realistic expectation about how long the software is going to take to install and what the benefits are of purchasing and implementing the software. So the goal of the presentation today is to examine the costs and benefits, the risks and rewards of credit department automation. Because clearly, if we select the right software for the credit department, automating one function or more than one function can be surprisingly simple and can produce significant benefits to the creditor company. In addition, automation is a way to contain costs within the credit department and potentially to reduce total operating costs for the credit department. Is it time for you to automate? Well, the answer is unfortunately that no one can answer this question for you, for your company, for your department. Why? Well, the basic answer is that every situation is unique. Your company with your customers, with your company's risk tolerance, with the number of accounts that you have that are active, the number of invoices you generate, the number of debits, the number of deductions, all of these things create a unique situation each and every time a company is considering automating a certain function within the credit department. So the real answer, is it time to automate, depends on a variety of facts and a variety of factors, including but not limited to the problem you're trying to resolve. And your budget. Is your budget adequate for the entire implementation process? The answer also depends on your current staffing level and your IT system, the software that you use today or the hardware that you have sitting at your desk. A part of it depends on your company's profit margin and the types of challenges that your customers create today for the credit department. Some of the benefits of automation. The benefits of automation include, but are not limited to, more visibility about credit risk, the ability to make better informed credit decisions, faster, I would add, and better decisions, more accurate, more consistent decisions are benefits of automation, particularly as it relates to credit decision support software. Another benefit of automation of the credit department is that the software makes it easier for the credit department to prioritize its work. In addition, automation enables the credit department manager and the members of the credit department to more readily, more often, more quickly, more easily measure their performance. A well-understood benefit of automation is the idea that automation tends to reduce the number of non-value-added or low-value-added tasks that the credit department team members have to perform on a regular basis. So automation reduces labor costs. Automation improves productivity. Automation makes it easier to communicate more effectively, more quickly, more professionally, and more consistently with your customers and with your sales department. And again, fundamentally, credit automation tends to accelerate the dispute resolution process, and I would add it tends to accelerate payment from delinquent customers. Cost savings. On more than one occasion, in connection with a discussion about automation, I have heard from the salesperson selling the software that cost savings is a primary reason to automate a specific function within the credit department. I disagree. I think cost savings should not be the primary reason to do so. Instead, I believe that the primary purpose, the primary reason to automate is to improve effectiveness and efficiency in the credit department and to reduce credit risk. In this context, when we're talking about credit risk, we're talking about reducing the risk of either serious payment delinquencies or bad debt losses, or both, of course. The benefit of credit automation involves improvements in performance and productivity. In other words, the goal is to do things more effectively and more efficiently, and to reduce delinquencies and to reduce bad debt losses, and that's what credit automation does very well. However, in order to be successful in any implementation of new software, the person responsible, let's just say the credit manager, needs to correctly assess or evaluate both the costs and the benefits of the software that they are considering purchasing. With this in mind, I want to explain that costs include the acquisition cost, which of course is the price of the software. In addition, there may be customizations required in order to effectively use the software. So it's not always the case that you can simply buy the software, plug it in, and start using it tomorrow. It may be necessary to pay to customize the software to make it more useful to your company. There's also the installation cost, as well as training-related costs. And arguably, those training costs can be very significant. So try not to underestimate the ancillary cost. A lot of people, of course, correctly and easily figure out what the acquisition cost is, but they underestimate significantly the other costs associated with automation. Thank you for your time and attention today. If you're interested in hearing the entire 1-hour presentation on credit department automation, please contact the Sponsoring Credit Association for more information, and have a great day.